Hi, it's Joshua Hamlin. I'm going to be showing you some techniques today to clean your water. It's not going to be 100% pure, or it could be, but I'm going to make it definitely safer to drink. I went over to the river right over there, gathered a bottle of water. Now everyone knows that you can boil water to purify it. That's common knowledge. But not everyone knows that you can use a plastic bottle like this. You can't leave the lid on it though, or it will explode. You can stick that right in the coals and boil the water. But that's not what we're going to do. What I'm going to do right now is make a water filter. I'm going to use the charcoal from this fire to do it. We need to put this out so we can save that charcoal. Use some of this sand here. Just cover our fire with it. This way we have charcoal. I'm depriving the fire of oxygen so that we can save the charcoal. Move it, Bosco. Okay. Well, that's not all the way out, but it's good enough for now. While that's going out, I will make the filter. This is not a primitive method. Obviously, I'm using plastic bottles, but you could do this primitively with some gourds or something like that, or clay containers even. What I'm doing is cutting off the bottom of this bottle. Carefully so I don't cut myself, which I'm known for doing. Another thing that I'm going to do, whoops, is drill a hole in the lid of this bottle. That hole is where clean water is going to come out at. Okay, like so. Notice I got here a bunch of plants. I got a bunch of grass, I got some pine needles, and I got some mint. The mint and the pine needles have oils in it that will help purify the water. We'll use that. The grass is what we're going to use for the filter. So I'm just going to strip some of these leaves off. I don't know what type of grass this is, but there's not any poisonous grasses that I know of in America, but you might research that to make sure. What I'm going to do is just take the grass, roll it up, shove it down into the lid of this bottle. Like so. That's going to keep all the big particulates out of the water. Stick a little more in there. We'll get a good inch layer or so of grass leaves. You can do this with dead or living grass. I'm doing it with living grass. You might just add some flavor to the water. Careful when you're using grass though that you find grasses that don't have any purple fungus on it, like ergot, which will kill you. Stick some more in there. I need a bigger stick to put that down here. Let's see. I guess that's going to have to do. Unearthed some coals here. A lot of them are still burning. They can't be burning. You put them in your filter, or you'll melt your bottle. particles out. What I'm going to do is just crush them, like so. You don't want them to be fine powder like we did in the pine pitch video. You want these to be kind of chunky. Fortunately, they're still hot. Put some sand right on them. Doesn't matter, you can use sand in your filter too, so I'm not going to worry about getting sand in the water. That'll float to the bottom anyhow. Okay, we got charcoal, a little bit of sand here. What I'm going to do is pour that right in there. Put some more sand on it. Some more charcoal, but I got to do the same thing, got to make sure it's out, so I'll use this. There's some. Go. I'll crush it. Okay, that's out. Drop the big chunks in there, like so, and we'll come back to the grass. Roll up a good bunch of it. Just shove it down in our bottle. Good and tight. We want this tight. Okay, another layer of charcoal. There we go. Crush it up. Drop it in there. Not lit, that would be better. There you go. It's kind of hot. The rock, crush it up. More sand. Put it out. You're like, oh, this whole process looks really dirty. It really is. But it's still going to clean the water. Charcoal has an amazing effect like that. Okay, just a mixture of sand and charcoal. Pour it right on top there. Push it all down. Gonna put another layer of sand on top of that. Like so. Take another layer of grass. Whoa! Stick it down in there, push it down tight, everything tight. Do one more layer of sand. And that'll just help fill in all the gaps. Alright, there, what we have there is a water filter. Now, this ain't going to make your water purified. There's still going to be bacteria that are smaller than the grains of sand, smaller than the charcoal, but this is going to help clean out all the particulates for sure. I'm going to take my knife here, set that filter there. I'm going to cut this bottle open. So this is what's going to hold our clean water. Not clean, cleaner. I'm going to take this water and just pour it in there. Put this on top here and pour this in there. And it will start dripping through. It'll take a while to get down through all those layers. You want it to, because that's the filtering process. See it moving down. Sides. Don't squeeze the sides, so you don't want it to go down the sides. You want it to go through the material. You can see the water moving down, bubbles coming up through it. Now, because of all the charcoal, it's probably going to come out dark at first. That's okay. Charcoal's good for your body anyway. Well, this will take a little while. So we'll come back. We'll keep pouring water through here. When it starts dripping, we'll come back and we'll show you what's happening. Okay, see you in a few. Alright, this filter's been dripping now for about half an hour or so. This water is pretty yellow, looks a lot like piss, but it's a lot cleaner than it was when it came out of that water. Even though it looks a lot dirtier, that's just from the charcoal, that's just charcoal coloring. It's a lot safer to drink than it was. Don't taste great, but it's alright. Now I went down and gathered some more water, but I'm going to gather some more and I'll show you how to purify it. We'll be back in a sec. And I'm going to show you a couple other techniques for purifying water that actually kill the bacteria. That other method didn't. This method does. Robert Allen from Sigma 3 Survival has a great video on purifying water with volatile oils from plants such as mint. I also like pine. We're going to combine his method with UV light. UV light also kills bacteria. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull some of these mint leaves off, crush them up in our hands, like so. Drop them down in there. This will also add a lot of good flavor. I'm going to do the same thing with these pine needles. I'm going to crush them up. Push them down in there. Okay, so we got our plants in there, our volatile oils in there, but our main source of killing the bacteria is the sunlight. We'll take this to a sunny place. Just sit it where the sunlight can shine on it. And the sun, the UV rays from the sun will kill the bacteria. You can come back in 4 or 5 hours and that water will be safe to drink. And it'll be flavored because of the mint and the pine. But you can, if you don't have any mint and you don't have any pine, the sunlight will do it by itself. Watch Robert's video, Sigma 3 Survival, it's great. Thanks for watching.